Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello. Andrea Jones here. I am so excited that you jumped on this webinar with me, and I am going to show you the #1 way I took my health from being hopeless to really being empowered. And just some housekeeping things, I want to let you know I'm going to be going for about 45 minutes tops. I know that your time is precious, and so I want to give you the most information and the most valuable and the least amount of time so that you can go about enjoying your day or your night or your whatever you're watching this. So first off, I want to say this training is for you if you don't feel you are getting the results you want from your doctors or your medicines, you are pretty healthy but don't have a good plan for if something were to happen in your health, you don't like taking pharmaceutical or over-the-counter medication. You believe that the body should be able to heal itself if supported properly. You want a natural health option with no side effects. You're looking for cheaper, safer, more effective healthcare. You watched a family member struggle with the hopelessness of a medical condition that shackled their life, and you are willing to think outside of the box. So let's jump right in. Want to jump in, tell you a little bit about me and my story. Once again, my name is Andrea Jones, and this is a picture of me in a really low point in my life. You might have heard a little bit of my story, but basically I was 25 years old. I was healthy, I was strong, I had no health issues prior to this, and one day I woke up and I had all this pressure and discomfort in my sinuses, and I realized I had a sinus infection. It didn't go away for about 2 weeks, so I went to the doctor and I got an antibiotic, which didn't do anything, and then a couple weeks later I got another antibiotic, which didn't do anything, and then about another month later I got another antibiotic, and the system and the cycle progressed until I had gone through 4 rounds of antibiotics. And this was over a 9-month time frame. And the doctors were confused. I had a CT scan and it just showed that there was still an infection and they didn't know why. And I actually developed something called C. diff, which is an intestinal infection, most likely caused by the overuse of antibiotics. So I had to go to the ER. And in the ER, they actually said I had to have another antibiotic to get rid of the C. diff. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Is this the only system we have? And so I continued, and I had no hope, and I was frustrated. And finally, the doctors found in my CT scan that my lower sinus had collapsed, trapping the infection inside, and I needed surgery. So this picture is me getting surgery, smiling for camera, but just kind of still feeling really frustrated. And after the surgery, I still had issues. It was better, I will admit, but probably 4 out of the 7 days of the week, I struggled with some kind of a symptom from lingering sinus concerns. And so I started thinking outside of the box, and I started looking into natural medications and natural remedies, and I found something. I found something that actually worked, and it helped me. And so my husband had periodic different health challenges come up here and there, and so I had him use it, and he was getting help from it. And so I shared this with a couple of my friends and family, and they started getting benefit from it. And now here I am almost 3 years later. I have shared this with hundreds of people that have found amazing health benefits. And so now this is me and my husband Nick and my cute little dog Illy, and it is our passion to just share this natural product with others so they can find the empowered feeling of when any and every little health concern would come up, just knowing what to do as a natural option. So first off, I want to talk about what should health look like, because there's a lot of companies and a lot of people out there saying, take my magic pill or shake or drink or who knows what, and you'll be beautiful and healthy and thin, and you can live whatever kind of lifestyle you want. However, this is what I like to call our wellness triangle. And the first 4 layers are what you really need to have a healthy life. And this is the lifestyle. Anything that is a product outside of a natural lifestyle is only something that will supplement your lifestyle. So eating right, exercise, rest, and managing stress, that's a big one we struggle with, and reducing toxic load. That means trying to get as many chemicals and foreign contaminants out of our body. So chemicals in your cleaners and weird fragrances and synthetic fillers in your shampoos and in your makeups, and trying to remove as much plastic items from your household as possible. So those first 4 levels are the things we really should be doing to the best of our ability. Now, no one's perfect. There are times when, we can eat out. Maybe that's not the super healthiest. That's okay. And then we go to the healthcare, which is informed self-care and proactive medical care. And I will admit, I want to make sure that I tell this to everyone out there, that I am absolutely for doctors and medicine. There absolutely is a time and a place for them. I know there's a lot of people that are afraid of them and just don't see the purpose for them. I absolutely see the purpose. So if you are in the medical field, thank you for all of your hard work and for all the wonderful medical advances that we now have. However, this informed self-care part is the part I really believe that our society is missing. And these are the natural remedies that you can do at home before you have to go run to the doctor, run to the ER, run to the hospital, different things like that. So why is informed self-care so important? Well, this statistic actually shocked me the first time I heard it. According to the FDA, 100,000 Americans die each year due to properly prescribed prescription drugs, making it the 4th leading cause of death in the U.S. Deaths from illegal drugs is only 10,000 per year. And once again, that is properly prescribed. That is not even the abuse or those people that are addicted to different pain medications and whatnot. This is just, you see the commercials on TV when they say, I'm so happy I'm running through the fields and I'm playing with my grandchildren because of this new medication. And then at the end they say, this may cause diarrhea, upset stomach, nausea, or death. It actually happens, and it's the 4th leading cause of death in the U.S. Now, don't go home and throw away all your medications, because that's not the point. You have to work with the system and work with your doctors to try to get off of some of those naturally. But please don't just go cold turkey throwing away your prescription medications, okay? Here's a couple more statistics I want to talk about just to kind of give you an awareness of what's going on in our society. The U.S. spends over $3 trillion each year on healthcare. That is about 17% of our GDP, which is equivalent to about $9,541 per person per year. $1 out of every $6 spent in the U.S. is on healthcare. Healthcare costs are rising by 10% each year, and salaries are only growing by 2%. And after all that, the U.S. is number 37 on the best healthcare systems in the world, and more than half of Americans have some kind of a chronic illness. Guys, it's time to start thinking outside of the box. I hope you agree. So as we continue through our webinar here, I just want you to kind of really be thinking about what are your top 3 health concerns or goals. Because if you hear this information, it does you no good unless you're able to apply it to your own health and your own life and really have an impact in your life. So real quickly, I want to talk about modern healthcare versus natural healthcare. So modern healthcare looks at the symptoms, and natural healthcare looks to find the source of the problem. You may be familiar with this experience. You go to the doctor, you wait in the lobby for who knows how long, and then you get into your office patient room, and you're waiting, and the doctor comes, and he says, what are your symptoms? And he talks to you about 5 minutes, and then he gives you a medication for your symptom. And that's completely fine. It may help your symptom, but nobody ever asks what caused that symptom. And that's the problem we are seeing right now in our healthcare system, is we're just covering up symptoms with medications that often cause new symptoms, which we need another medication to cover up those symptoms that now have new symptoms. And we have a terrible domino effect of people on 10, 15 different medications, and none of them are solving the key issue, the source of the problem. So the solution to all of our symptoms is really to put the body back into balance and allow the body to heal itself, because the body was built to heal itself. It's how we were created, to heal itself. So it just needs to be supported and put back into balance. So now I'm going to go into the thing that you all have been waiting for and you signed up to learn about. The number one thing that helped me with my health concerns was, drumroll, essential oils. And at this point, you're either like, oh no, not somebody else talking about essential oils, or you're like, oh, I've heard about essential oils and maybe I'm a little bit curious. So we are going to talk a little bit about what essential oils are. Are they just really kind of a trend? How they do work? Why quality matters? How do I use them? How you can use them? Why aren't doctors and hospitals using them? And then if you stick around with me to the end, I actually have a free gift for you. So jumping right in, what is an essential oil? Anyway, you see these weird little bottles of who knows what oil, and they smell differently. So essential oils are actual natural aromatic compounds found in plants. They are either steam distilled or cold pressed to remove them. So that means they're these little sacs. This is a peppermint leaf, and these are the essential oils in a peppermint leaf. And they are powerful, safe benefit with no side effects. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. These little sacs actually are the thing that heals the plant whenever it might get sick. It also wards off any predators that might try to come and irritate or harm the plant. And so since our bodies are actually similar to plant composition, when we apply these essential oils to our body, they have very, very similar health benefit to us without any of the side effects, which is absolutely amazing. So are essential oils just a trend, right? They're kind of talked about here. You can get them just about anywhere nowadays, but essential oils are not. They are not some new pill, shake, potion that is magic, okay? In 3500 BC, the Egyptians used plant extracts for health, cosmetic, and religious purposes. 2700 BC, Chinese used herbs and aromatic plants. The Bible actually contains over 1,000 references to herbs and herbs as essential oils. And then more recently, 1943, Jean Valnet actually uses oils on injured soldiers in World War II. So Western medicine has only been in existence for the past 150 years. Everything prior to that was either some kind of a essential oil or herb or a natural remedy. So they're the ones that are getting it right. So why wouldn't it work for us now, right? So how do these essential oils actually work? Well, here is a little science lesson for you today. We have a cell, the purple cell, and we have a black thread here, which is a bacteria, and a yellow thread here, which is a virus. So viruses actually live inside of the cell. So if you do end up getting a virus, and you go to the doctor, a lot of times there's not a lot they're going to do for you, because what happens is pharmaceutical molecules are too large to pass through the cell wall and attack a virus. However, essential oil molecules are very, very small, and they are able to pass through the cell wall, not only killing viruses, but actually helping the overall function of your cell. That's how powerful essential oils are. And since cells are every little piece of what we are, when you apply an essential oil, you are targeting the very core of your body without any side effects, and initially putting your body back into balance and allowing it to heal itself, which is exactly what we're trying to do. So I'm going to give you a little example here. This is actually one of the essential oils that I use. This is a blend called Balance. It really helps with anxiousness, with stress, with just feeling overwhelmed, different things like that. So this was an experiment done where someone was put in a very stressful situation. I think they were yelling at him. They also had him eat a bunch of junky food, and he was he didn't get enough sleep the night before, and his blood, they took his blood and they showed it like right here, and it's actually stacking. So your blood cells are not supposed to stack like that. That's not healthy. And so what we did is in the experiment, they took just one drop of this Balance essential oil, which is a mix of spruce and hoe wood and blue tansy and a couple of other really great essential oils, and they put it on the bottoms of his feet. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And actually within 30 seconds, his blood started moving around like it was supposed to. So for all those people that think that, just breathing in essential oils is all in your head, it is all in your head. It's scientifically working for your body in your bloodstream. So it physically, scientifically works. So why does the quality of the essential oil matter, right? Nowadays, you can go to any type of a store nowadays, health food stores, department stores, household goods, Walmarts, different things like that, and you can find essential oils. How do you really know what the best quality is, right? So the essential oil industry is not regulated. Neither is the supplement or vitamin industry, because the FDA doesn't really consider it a food. They don't really consider it a drug. So honestly, what they do is they put it in the cosmetic industry, because honestly, we're going to talk about it in a second, how any type of an essential oil you have used, because the whole entire fragrance industry is made up of synthetically created essential oils. No health benefit, but they have a smell. So anything with a smell derived from essential oil. However, this statement at the bottom is a little bit scary. This is what the FDA regulates for the cosmetic industry for essential oils. There must be at least 10% of that oil in the bottle to call it 100% pure. So that means you can get a bottle of essential oil that says 100% pure, and it really only has to have 10% essential oil in it. The other 90%, free game. That's really scary, guys, especially if you're trying to do something natural and healthy, and it may or may not be good, right? So this is the different grades of essential oils I was talking about. Every type of smell, whether it's a shampoo, a scented candle, a body lotion, a cologne, or a perfume, is a synthetic essential oil. It was created in a lab to have a smell, no health benefit. And then we have the food grade, which is things like wintergreen spearmint, cinnamon gums, and lemon flavored chicken. And once again, not really any health benefit, just for the flavor. And then there's therapeutic grade, which is if you go get a massage or something like that, an oil might have more of a relaxing properties, but once again, no real health benefit. And then there's something called CPTG, and that actually stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And that means it actually is pure, 100% natural, no artificial ingredients, fragrances, or fillers. It's safe. There's no pesticides or any other chemical residues. It's potent, which means it's standardized in the chemistry in the compounds, the live active compounds. And I will let you know, this is what we call beyond organic. A lot of people want to know if this is an organic standard. Organic really only means it has to be 95 or 96% what that thing is. Ours is certified pure therapeutic grade, actually is 100%. So we are beyond organic. So with that being said, I want to introduce you to the company that I'm a part of. And that company is called doTERRA. And doTERRA is actually the largest essential oil company in the world. It is the most tested and the most trusted. That means it has been third-party tested and in-house tested. There are over 5 million users in 40 different countries. And I am so proud to be a wellness advocate and partner with doTERRA. This is actually the scientists that all work for doTERRA. So it is their job to make sure every single batch of essential oils is pure, is potent, and is standardized to have health benefit. Now, I want you all to know that I compared, because I started out using doTERRA essential oils and I loved them. They are amazing at helping just about any and every type of health concern that may come up because it supports your body, like we talked about before. But I tried other ones. So the one up here is just one I got at a health food store. It was lavender. Lavender is very calming. However, I wanted to let you know, it did say 100% pure essential oil on the front. And it had all of these disclaimers: dilute properly, may irritate skin, not for internal use, keep out of reach of children. And those are big warning signs that this is probably not 100% pure. doTERRA oils actually have a supplement fact on them, which tell you that it is safe for internal use, whether you're ingesting it, whether you're inhaling it, whether you're putting it on your skin. So if you do have an essential oil, make sure it has the supplement fact on it, okay? What makes doTERRA oils the highest quality, in my opinion, is something we call co-impact sourcing, which basically means we get all of our plants from the place that they originate from. I'll use lavender as an example again. Lavender grows very easily in a lot of different places. So I could grow lavender in my backyard and baby it and not put any pesticides and make sure it's healthy. However, I live in Missouri, and the soil in Missouri and the climate in Missouri is very different than the soil and the climate in France and Bulgaria, which is where a lavender plant originates from. And also, I'm not the lavender expert, so doTERRA actually employs the local growers and harvesters that it's their family trade. They know lavender so well. They know the best time to harvest it. They know the best way to distill it. And so we get the best quality essential oil with the best health benefit. The other beautiful thing about this is a lot of these oils come from third world countries. And so we actually, by employing those local growers and harvesters, we're able to pay these people a higher wage than their country is physically able to pay them. So we're stimulating these economies, creating jobs, and changing people's lives. We also created, through this partnership, something called the Healing Hands Foundation, where we found out a lot of these families didn't have running water. They didn't have schools. They didn't have proper medical facilities. And so doTERRA went above and beyond, and still does, helping all of these people that really support us in our initiative with essential oils. So now you're probably thinking, how do I use these crazy essential oils, right? Well, there's three main ways to use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically just means that you're breathing it in. This picture here is a diffuser where you put water in, you put about 3 to 5 drops of essential oils in, and you push start, and you get a beautiful mist that actually cleans the air. When you breathe it, it gets into your bloodstream, it supports your airways. If you don't have a diffuser, you can just put a drop of oil in your hand, rub it together, rub your hands together, cup it over your nose and mouth, and breathe it in to get it into your bloodstream. Second way is topical. doTERRA oils are safe to put on adult skin directly, with exception of a few oils. Or oregano and cinnamon are hot oils and do need to be diluted. So for children, we do, and for people with sensitive skin, we do something called diluting, which basically means you mix your essential oil with a carrier oil, which could be coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, basically any type of a cooking oil. And basically that's just makes the essential oil not so concentrated and a little easier for people with sensitive skin. Then there is internal use. Now, do not just go to any old store and start drinking essential oils, because like we talked about, they're not all safe. But however, doTERRAs are safe for internal use. Put a drop of lemon essential oil in your glass of water to cause a natural detox. Make sure to be using only glass or stainless steel, because the oils are strong enough to pull your plastics out, because it sees it as a foreign invader. So this is really good to help with any kind of internal organ issue or digestive issue. So there's a lot of ways to use them. and they are safe and they don't have any side effects by using in these ways. Now, why aren't doctors and hospitals using essential oils, right? If they're magically helping all these people, why isn't everybody jumping on board? Well, guess what? They are. doTERRA products are already being used in 122 professional medical clinics and universities, including the Mayo Clinic, Vanderbilt, and Johns Hopkins. So this is what I truly believe, guys, is the future of healthcare. Now, people have not mass switched from pharmaceuticals to essential oils, honestly, because of the money. It's a lot cheaper to synthetically create a pharmaceutical and charge a whole lot more for it than to take the time and the patience to go find an essential oil in its native habitat, educate people on how to use them, and something that will honestly fix them. Unfortunately, there's a lot of money in keeping people sick. And if you have a pharmaceutical that will cover a symptom and create a lifetime client or lifetime patient, unfortunately, that's what people want, which is so sad. This is actually the doTERRA Medical Advisory Board. So each one of these people are MD doctors that have a medical profession in which they are incorporating these essential oils into their practice, which is so, so exciting. They're actually starting to build a medical facility, starting out in Salt Lake City, where many, many more MDs are going to be taught on how to use essential oils in their practice. And their goal is to expand these medical clinics all over the country, which is so exciting. Okay, so we're at that part of this webinar where you're probably like, I might be a little bit overwhelmed, I'm a little confused, I'm a little excited, and I kind of want to know how these oils can help me with my health issues, right? Well, it's that time of the webinar for our free gift. So what I'm going to offer you for sticking with me to the end here is a free natural wellness consultation. It's a 45-minute phone session with me. I'm a real person and I want to get to know you. I want to know what your health concerns, what your health needs, and what your health goals are. And what I absolutely love doing, and one of my strengths, is really creating a customized wellness plan for you based on your needs, based on your health concerns, and we can work with your doctor or without your doctor, however you feel comfortable. And then we're going to have a question and answer session at the end. So anything that you might have heard in this webinar that you have questions on, I would love, love, love to help you with that, okay? So there's going to be a link under this video to schedule your free natural wellness consultation. And the last thing I want to leave you with, guys, is what will happen to your health goals if you do nothing. I asked you to think about your health goals earlier in the webinar. How have they been working for you up to this point? What's going to change if you do nothing? This is absolutely free, risk-free. Talk to me. So thank you guys so much for jumping on board. I can't wait to meet each and every one of you and get to know you better and find how these natural solutions through these essential oils can help empower you to live a healthier, stronger life. So thanks so much, and I will see you soon.